For the very latest on this story, let's go live to London with France24's Benedicte Paviot. Benedicte, Starmer there apologizing to Epstein's victims, saying how Mandelson repeatedly lied to him and his team. Will that strategy work?
Well, I think, alas, I have to employ that sentence about the future will tell. Nobody knows where this is going to go. Basically, that was very significant, of course, that Keir Starmer, who'd gone to East Sussex, Hastings, in fact, to give a speech about something completely different and about investing in poor regions across the UK called Pride in Place. Clearly, his speechwriter totally rewrote well, not just the beginning of that speech, but a great majority of it. So, yes, we saw that apology to Jeffrey Epstein's victims, saying sorry for having believed Mandelson's lies. But what we saw is a strategy of pinning that blame and the fact that he regretted, as he said in Parliament repeatedly yesterday, appointing Peter Mandelson as UK ambassador to Washington, pinning the blame squarely on Peter Mandelson. And, you know, will that wash? Will that work? As you said, he's basically taking the rap for all of this unraveling with the latest revelations that we've had over the last few days as journalists here and across the world trawl through the thousands and thousands of latest release of the DOJ, the Department of Justice in America. So when Keir Starmer says no one knew the depth and darkness of Mandelson's relationship with Epstein, when he again and again accused Mandelson of lying during the vetting process, when he was appointed a US ambassador in 2024, and saying that as soon as new facts back then were already known and the ongoing relationship was known between Peter Mandelson and the convicted paedophile sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, that's when he sacked Peter Mandelson that we're seeing there on screen. And when Keir Starmer says, you know, Epstein really portrayed his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein as barely knowing him, and clearly he admitted today in the speech or in answer to questions of the British media that the vetting process needed clearly to be looked at again. What we need to say is that the British media are reporting that Peter Mandelson's reaction to all these accusations is no straight statement or public interview, but that Peter Mandelson, was not in any way criminally involved, and he was not motivated by financial gain. But the anger that is growing amongst Labour MPs is absolutely phenomenal. They are very worried about the lack or further lack of confidence of the public, not just in the Labour Party, but in a government, the government of the day. And that is really, that pressure is absolutely very clearly mounting. That's why we saw a very combative Prime Minister, Keir Starmer.
Well, Benedicte, how serious is this pressure on the British Prime Minister because of this scandal? Is his job safe?
We can't say that his job is safe. Interestingly, I just then watched, it's been a very busy morning here in the UK, Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative Party, she is now inviting Labour MPs to kick Keir Starmer out and to replace him because she says he's in office but not in power. So we will see. Certainly off the record, many Labour MPs are saying how unhappy they are with Keir Starmer, that they think this was a grave error of judgment of appointing Peter Mandelson as a UK ambassador. For example, the Financial Times had made it clear back in, it was known before his appointment that he had accepted hospitality and stayed in Jeffrey Epstein's New York apartment while Jeffrey Epstein was in prison. So clearly there are real issues and questions, and the whole of the really question session after the speech was absolutely dominated about whether he was safe in his job. So that growing anger, what is it going to lead to? Is somebody going to put their head above the parapet, like the former deputy prime minister, deputy leader, who of course had to quit government herself, Angela Rayner? Very many questions. But the Epstein scandal has rocked the British monarchy. Now it is absolutely rocking the heart of the Keir Starmer British government.
Benedicte, thank you so much for that. That's France 24's Benedicte Paviot reporting from London.